Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, if you're new on here, my name is Philip. This is Phil Reacts. Now, YouTube just dropped, Days of Ash, a brand new EP. And I mean, from what I've read about this project, this isn't nostalgia YouTube. I mean, this isn't studio anthem YouTube. I mean, this is a present tense, heavy, reflective, uncomfortable YouTube. I mean, 6 tracks, no filler, no victory laps, just grief, just anger, hope, and questions. I have not heard this yet. I've got, my headphones on, lyrics pulled up, and we are definitely going to check, this project out track by track. Now, before we press play, I have to be honest with you guys. This is actually my first time ever, listening to a YouTube project, front to back. Now, don't get it twisted. I know YouTube. I've heard the singles. I know the big songs. I know the anthems. I know the big moments. Everybody knows. But I've never really, sat down and experienced a YouTube album. The way it's meant to be experienced. I mean, from the first track to the last track, no skipping, no jumping around, and I think that makes today very, very interesting, because, I'm coming into this with fresh ears, no nostalgia bias, no, this reminds me of the 90s, lens, just reacting to what the music, is doing right now. This EP, Days of Dash, isn't being, talked about, as a greatest hits moment. From what I understand, from what I read, this is YouTube dealing with real world stuff. Talking about loss, talking about conflict, talking about reflection. Heavy themes. So I'm not really expecting stadium anthems. I'm expecting something more intimate. Maybe uncomfortable, maybe honest. So yeah, this isn't a fan reaction. This isn't a hater reaction either. This is a first time in the front to back, sort of experience. So yeah, once again, headphones on, lyrics ready, and I'm listening to this on my Spotify. Yes. So I mean, project has 6 songs. Spans a little over 23 minutes and 32 seconds to be exact. So we better not waste any more time. Yes, YouTube Days of Ash EP, first song titled American Obituary. Let's take a listen, guys. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay. Whoa. That bass. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Love this. Woo. Guys. Okay. Ooh, that pace, guys. Love it. Yeah. America will rise against the people of the line. I love you more Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay, guys, the first song, American Obituary, and I mean, straight out of the gate, this is dark. This is definitely dark. The production is stripped, but tense. That low, pulsing foundation definitely feels like a heartbeat, under pressure. And Bono's voice, listen to that restraint. I mean, this man is not. He's not belting. He is reporting almost like a news bulletin wrapped in poetry. Lyrically, I feel like this feels like a funeral, for an idea. Not a person. There's anger here, but I mean it's controlled. The edges, guitar also, isn't flashy. It's definitely atmospheric. Almost ghost like, hanging in the background. I feel like this doesn't, ask for applause. Definitely asks for attention. After listening to this song, I have to say, standout moments for me. That first, the chorus where the instruments, swirl just enough to feel overwhelming, without ever exploding. I don't know if that makes sense, yes, but that's just, the standout moments for me listening to this first song. Guys, let me know your thoughts, let me know your perspective, let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. We move on to the second song titled The Tears of Things. Let's take a listen.
There's no start to this story, and I can see no end.
Okay.
Two young men hearing voices whisper in the wind.
Whoa.
I woke up made of marble, a shepherd boy in shock. Michelangelo released me from a single block. I'm David the giant killer with heart-shaped eyes. I was naked as a soldier, far from my mother's cries. Oh, the tears of things, the tears of things,
tears of things,
rising like a flood. The tears of things, the tears of things, I'd cry them if I could. Was it you, Lord, I was listening to? You didn't say much. Said, let my fingers form you, be fashioned by my touch. Be open to be broken, as every heart that sings. No voice and drum can overcome a symphony of strings. Said you'd make of me an instrument for melody and word.
Okay.
I wonder as I fall asunder, was it really you I heard? Or the tears of things, the tears of things, songs made out of rain. The tears of things,
Okay.
the tears of things. Here we go again. Mussolini came to see me, a shadow by his side. Church bells ring, are vanishing, and the vanishing denied. 6 million voices silenced in just 4 years. The silent song of Christendom, so loud everybody hears. Before the roar, before the blast, stench and shame.
Whoa.
There's a howling, wailing sound, screams your name. I'm David, not Goliath. I was born in Bethlehem. Now there is no wash if there is no them. My eyes were burned from all I learned. There are things I can't unsee. In this your holy war, there's nothing holy here for me. More the tears of things, the tears of things, rising like a flood.
Ooh.
The tears of things, the tears of things, I'd cry them if I could. If you put a man into a cage and rattle it
Wow.
enough, a man becomes the kind of rage that cannot be locked up. No, it cannot be locked up. No, it cannot be locked up. Dear God, you made us so you wouldn't be alone. Every heart is exiled until our heart gets
Whoa.
home. Don't send us back to stone. Don't send us back to stone.
Tears of things. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, I love this. Woo!
I was made for worship. Before I spoke, I sang songs of grief, of disbelief. How a woman can love a man. The naked song, the sacred song that every soldier fears. 'Cause when people go around talking to God,
Whoa.
it always ends in tears. Yeah, the tears of things, the tears of things. Let the desert be unfrozen. The tears of things,
Okay.
the river sings. Who would choose to be chosen?
Wow.
River, sea, and mountain, desert, dust, and snow. Everybody is my people. Let my people go.
All right, guys. So that was the second song of the Tears of Things, and whoa, this one breathes. I have to say. I mean, this track is emotionally heavy, but musically gentle. The piano work here is absolutely gorgeous. It's simple, it's spacious, almost fragile. Bono, sounds tired, in the most human way possible. After listening to this song, I have to say, this one feels like grief after the shouting stops. They're like sitting alone once the protest signs are gone. I mean, the reverb on the vocals also gives this floating, weightless sort of feel, like memory rather than moment. Listening to this song, standout moments for me. I mean, that lyric about tears belonging to history itself, that really really hit me. That's the classic YouTube lyricism right there. I have to say, I loved it. Wow, really really loved it. And to think that we are only 2 songs in, we still have a long way to go. So we are moving on to the third song, titled Song of the Future. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah, guys, I love this. Okay.
future, as everyone knows,
Whoa.
is where we're gonna be spending the rest of our life.
Let's
Who
go.
said the future is close?
I like this.
Never saw the promise in her eyes. Liberty.
Ooh.
And I'm running my mouth off is not poetry. And I'm running my mouth off again. Sarina, she's the son of the future.
Whoa.
Playing in my mind.
Nice.
Gotta find a way to get to her.
Like this.
Holding up a sign.
Ooh.
She's the son of the future.
Song of the future.
Picture heaven's closed. All the classroom prophets gone
Nice.
to ground school girls, as everyone knows. Love is a verb and not a noun, or so it seems. It has me running my mouth off. It's not poetry, but I'm running my mouth off again. Sarina, she's the son of the future. Playing in my
Wow. I like this.
gotta find a way to get to her. Holding up a sign. Sarina, she's the son of the future.
Wow. That guitar. Love it. Nice. Wow. That guitar solo is sick.
Sarina, she's the son of the future. Playing in my mind.
Yeah.
Gotta find a way to get to her. She's holding up a sign.
Wow. Nice.
Sarina, she's the son of the future.
Wow. Yeah. Woo. Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was the third song, "Song of the Future," and I think this song runs into the fourth song titled "Wildpeace." But since we just listening to "Song of the Future," I might as well talk about it. After listening to this song, I have to say, I love the shift in tone with this particular song. I mean, this one feels cautiously hopeful, but not naive. The rhythm, is steadier, almost forward moving. Larry Mullen's drumming here, guys, I loved it. I mean, it was subtle but intentional. Definitely pushes, without rushing. The edge, starts layering those delayed guitar lines, and suddenly, it feels like dawn after a long night. To me, this isn't optimism, it's definitely resolve. Listening to this song, standout moment for me is definitely the way the chorus lifts without becoming an anthem. Yeah, Restrained, I have to say, is powerful. Yeah, all I have to say about this one. But let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. Like I said, this song I think runs into the fourth song titled Wildpeace, which is like an interlude, just a minute and 18 seconds. So let's take a listen to that one. Let's go.
Not the peace of a ceasefire, not even the vision of the wolf and the lamb, but rather, as in the heart when the excitement is over and you can talk about a great weariness. I know that I know how to kill.
Yeah.
That makes me an adult. And my son plays with a toy gun that knows how to open and close its eyes and say, Mama. A peace without the big noise of beating swords into plowshares, without words, without the dirt of the heavy rubber stamp. Let me light, floating, like lazy white foam, a little rest for the wounds. Who speaks of healing? And the howl of the orphans is passed from one generation to the next, as in a relay race.
Whoa.
The baton never falls. Let it come like wildflowers, suddenly, because the field must have it. Wild peace.
Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was the fourth song, more like an interlude titled Wildpeace. So that's U2, Adiola, Jackknife Lee. I'm not too sure who they are. Maybe you guys can let me in on, give me a little bit of insight. Yes. So, wow. After listening to this interlude, I have to say this is more of a, meditation, than a song, spoken word, minimal sound design, almost like a prayer, or a letter, read out loud. To me, this track, doesn't exist, to be replayed. In my personal opinion, I feel like it exists, to be felt once. And honestly, I respect U2 for putting something like this, in the middle, of the EP. Definitely forces you to actually sit, with the message. Yeah, I loved it. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the fifth song titled One Life at a Time. Let's take a listen. Whoa, guys, this is going to be nice. I can feel it already. Yeah. Nice. One life at a time. Woo. Let's go.
Look around. What you see depends on where you stand. How you fall depends on where you land.
Wow.
What you know is more than you've been told. What you feel and shapes all
Nice.
you see. To find the map and lose the territory. Mighty, mighty. You say you wanna save the world. Well, how you gonna get that right? You say you wanna save the world tonight. You say you wanna save the world. And perfect love drives out all fear.
Nice.
Well, how's it gonna happen here? How's it gonna happen here? One life at a time, at a time. No cry,
Okay.
no cry.
Wow.
Look around. What you have depends on what you hold.
Okay.
What you buy is what you're being sold.
Let's go.
How you hope depends on what you dream. What you imagine is your destiny. What
Yeah.
you forget might set your spirit free.
Okay.
To be the changes that have to be. A heart that listens is a mind that grows. Time doesn't pass, it waits in place.
Let's go.
Until it meets you face to face. A peaceful place is never still. Baked to crawl in every hill. Every hill. You say you wanna save the world. Well, how you gonna get that right?
Yeah.
Say you wanna save the world tonight. You say you wanna save the world. And perfect love runs out on fear. Well, how's it gonna happen here? How's it gonna happen here?
Wow.
At a time.
One live at a time.
There's no, is there no crime?
Wow, guys. Yeah, so that's the fifth song titled One Live at a Time. I have to say, guys, I mean, this might be my favorite so far. You know, there's warmth here, you know, not happiness, but humanity. The melody definitely feels, intimate, almost like, Bono, is singing to, one person, not millions. Musically, I mean, I feel like this song, was beautifully balanced. Acoustic textures, soft percussions, gentle guitar flourishes. I mean, this is the song that, says, I mean, we can't fix everything, but I mean, we can definitely show up. After listening to this song, the standout moments for me, I mean, that final chorus, where the backing vocals, quietly come in, goosebumps, man, goosebumps. And I loved it. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. We are moving on to the final song titled Yours Eternally, featuring Ed Sheeran and Taras Topolia. I know Ed Sheeran. I don't know who Taras Topolia is. Maybe you guys can, help me with a little bit of, insight. Yeah, let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Wow.
Don't sleep, don't even think about it. No need, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Still dream
Yeah.
about waking up free as we can be. Forget whatever doesn't fit. Regret,
Yeah.
regret none of it. Don't bet
Okay.
on getting rid of me, yours eternally.
Wow. Yeah. This is a YouTube. I remember.
Dearest friends or whatever we are calling ourselves these days.
Yeah.
My current location I cannot disclose. Geographically,
Yeah.
it's nowhere that I've been before.
Okay.
But emotionally we're on the same road. If you have the chance to laugh at me. If you have the chance to hope, it's a duty. Don't sleep, don't even think about it. No need,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Still dream about waking up free as we can be. Forget
Whoa.
whatever doesn't fit. Regret none of it. Don't bet on getting rid of me, yours eternally.
Wow.
As your so-called companion, the worst jokes and the greatest times.
Okay.
You got me.
Okay, that's Ed
high,
Sheeran.
and the stars got me home. Fade
Wow.
All this time we've been chasing dust. Soldiers song and sailors lost.
Okay.
The glory of a world that we can yet see. Don't sleep.
Whoa.
Don't even think about it. No need.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Still dream.
Okay.
About waking up free as we can be. Forget whatever doesn't fit. Regret.
Okay.
Regret none of it. Don't bet on getting rid of me. Yours eternally.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, guys. Yes, so that was the final song of this EP by YouTube titled Yours Eternally, featuring Ed Sheeran and Tara's Topolia. Hopefully, I'm getting the pronunciation right. I mean, this one, I have to say, after listening to it, this one is emotional. This song, feels like a letter, written knowing, it might never be answered. Bono's, vocal delivery here, is vulnerable, almost exposed. The collaboration definitely works, because nobody, is overpowering the message. The production is cinematic, but I mean, definitely intimate, like a wide shot that, still feels personal. I have to say, this doesn't end the EP, with answers. Definitely ends it with some level of connection. Yes, after listening to it, a few, standout moments for me. The final line. I'm not even gonna spoil it. Let it land. I loved it. Wow. 6 songs. 23 minutes, and I mean, like I said, first time hearing a YouTube project, from front, to back. Yes. So now that I've sat with Days of Ash, from start to finish, I get it, and I don't mean I get it now, in a surface way. I mean, I understand why this band, has lasted, and why they still feel the need to actually speak. This EP, is not trying to win you over. That's one thing I love. I mean, it's not chasing hits. It's not nostalgic. It's not flashy or designed for a playlist. Definitely feels like a statement. Not a product. Yeah. So after listening to this project, what really stood out to me is how present this project is. I mean, these songs don't feel like reflections on the past or vague. I mean, poetic metaphors, that could have mean anything. I mean, they are definitely rooted in real pain, real events, and real questions, about the world right now. But I mean, what surprised me is how human, it all feels. I love the fact that it's not shouting. I love the fact that it's not preaching. It's more like someone saying, I don't have the answers, but I mean, I'm not going to pretend I don't see what's going on, or what's happening. Musically, I have to say this EP is incredibly restrained, and I mean that in the best possible way. That is actually meant to be a compliment. I mean, the production is definitely spacious, it's deliberate, and emotionally tuned. Nothing felt overproduced. Nothing felt like it's there to sound big. The edges, guitar work is more about texture than riffs. Larry's drums definitely serve the song instead of leading them. And Bono's vocals, guys, I have to say this might be the biggest surprise for me. Aren't about definitely aren't about power anymore. They are about weight. And you can hear age, you can definitely hear experience, you can hear fatigue, and a bit of conviction. And instead of weakening the songs, it actually makes them hit harder. Vocally, I feel like a Bono doesn't sound like someone trying to relive the past. He sounds like someone who's lived through it. I mean, there is definitely vulnerability here. I mean, there is restraint. I mean, there's moments where his voice almost feels like it's holding back, and I feel like that tension definitely adds emotional gravity. Lyrically, this EP leans more towards reflection than slogans. The words feel carefully chosen, not written to be quoted on a t-shirt, but written to be sat with. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Yes. For strengths, I mean, I have to say this album is cohesive, definitely focused vision. I mean, emotional honesty without melodrama. I mean, I love the EP's mature songwriting and production, and I also love the fact that it feels intentional from start to finish. I mean, if I'm to give an honest take, I have to say this isn't an easy listen. If you are coming in expecting big choruses, instant hooks, or classic radio YouTube, this might feel slow. This might feel heavy or even uncomfortable. And honestly, I think that's kind of like the point. This EP demands attention. If you half listen, it definitely won't land. Yeah. So for my final verdict, I have to say, as someone who's heard U2 singles but never experienced a full project like this before, I feel like Days of Ash feels like a band that understands exactly who they are and isn't interested in pretending otherwise. This EP, I love the fact that it doesn't ask you to agree with it. It asks you to listen. And for a first front to back U2 experience, I have to say that was really, really bold. This was grounded. This was meaningful. I mean, it was not perfect, but very, very real. Which I loved. Yeah, that's just me and what I think about this project in general. I'll definitely give this like a hard 8.5 out of 10, but that's just me. Now I'm curious, especially from longtime U2 fans. Yeah, how does this project, Days of Ash, compare, to their classic albums, from the past? And for newer listeners, such as myself, this project, pull you in or push you away? Please, let's talk down in the comment section, guys. If you tune in, if you enjoyed this review, if you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like it to the comment, share all the good stuff. Let me know what you would like for me to react to next. Let me know if you want me to do some old projects from YouTube. I'll be so glad to sit here and listen to all these songs with you and review it. Yeah, if you enjoyed this one, once again, like, comment, share all the good stuff. My name is Philip. On to the next YouTube album reaction. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.